Hey, what's going on? This is Robin Williams from therealrobinwilliams.com. Welcome to this video. And what I'm going to do is shoot it's not going to be that quick, but it's going to be an awesome video that's going to teach you how to be more productive in your business, right? So this is a productivity hack video for entrepreneurs. And just to give you a little bit of background about me, like I said, it's Robin Williams from therealrobinwilliams.com, and I teach internet marketers and business owners basically how to get more leads and sales online using the power of the internet. And because of my background in network marketing and internet marketing, I pretty much had to grow. And the fact that I was working, or I am working full time at the moment, I pretty much had to grow into this state of mind to move faster in my business. And I know there are a lot of small business owners out there who are struggling with the same thing, and not just because they may be working full time and doing a business, but we know that running a business is not that fun. It's not that easy, and it doesn't take 5 minutes a day. It sometimes takes hours and hours until we're drained at the end of the day. So hopefully this video serves you well and that you get a lot of tips out of this video. I'm going to go over a quick introduction. At any time you feel like you want to either work with me or you want to get more training on how you can market your business effectively online, you can click on the link at the top of the description of this video. So I'm going to jump right into it to make sure that I cover everything. I'm not going to edit this video, so I apologize if I jack up later on. You're just going to get me, right? So the first thing I'm going to go over, I already did my intro, a little bit about me. Is how to watch this video. Like I said, it might be a little bit lengthy, but like I said, I'm into productivity. So in this video, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to develop some time stamps, and all that is markers in this video. So for instance, say you come to this video and you probably had iPhone productivity written on your mind, right? Or maybe you probably wanted to know how you can type faster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have little timestamps. Is basically in the description of this video. It's going to be, like a 2-minute marker or a 5-minute and 36-second marker. That's going to allow you to click on it and go straight to that part of this video. It's a cool thing you can do in YouTube if you're on a mobile phone or something like that. You won't be able to do it as of right now. I don't think you can do it. But from your computer, you can definitely go there and click on there. And that way you can get to that part of the video faster without trying to scroll there. And basically, another way you can watch this video faster in future videos, I'll cover that later. But it's just a way to speed up your videos. So as long as it's something that you can keep up with, you can speed that up. So I just wanted to cover that, how you can watch this video. I'm going to click on OK. So I love this app that I'm using right now. I'm going to mark this as complete, and I'll go over this app. It's one of my productivity tools that I use. I'll be going over tools, sources, just things that have helped me and hopefully will help you. Another thing I want to get into before I get into the nitty gritty, the hands-on stuff, is outsourcing. If you are not outsourcing yet as a entrepreneur, as a small business owner, as an internet network marketer, you definitely want to look at outsourcing. And all this is paying other people who have the skills and the know-how to do what you have to get done in your business each and every day. So basically, if I wanted to edit this video, that's something I could outsource. If I want to go and market this on social media, I can outsource that. If you need to go and have someone to create a website, you can go and outsource that. And one of the resources you can use is like Fiverr.com. And if you haven't heard of that, hopefully I'll put that in the description of this video. But Fiverr.com, you can go in there and you can find different people who are willing to get paid to help you in whatever you want to do in your business. So keep that in mind. I believe that learning productivity tips is important regardless, but you don't want to just put everything on you. Another good source is Upwork.com. I don't think I can zoom in on this app, so I probably should have chose something else. But oops, let me undo. Just a second. Let me move that back where it was at. Is Upwork.com. It's another site. I want to say a little bit more professional site that you can go and get things done. So maybe you have a daily task that you have to do that maybe calls for like 2 hours of your time every day. You can go and pay somebody every day that 2 hours time to complete that task, and you don't have to worry about it, right? So definitely consider outsourcing. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this. Become a student of productivity. I already kind of touched based on that, but I'm always learning different skills, different techniques, not just in my business, but at work that I can do. Not even just in my business and at work, but sometimes I do things a certain way at home, right? Some things I don't like to have to go find in the house. So one of the things I like to do, like my drawer and my clothes, everything has to have a place there, or else I'll go crazy looking for socks, right? I don't want to have to guess which drawer I put it in. But, work things, stuff like that, organize your life, become a student of productivity, and you'll get better and better every day. Don't worry about learning it. Because you will get used to it once you start using different tips. Even in this video, if you see something you're like, dang, that look like I'm gonna take forever to remember this shortcut, you won't. Like, we are smart, our brains are fabulous, so you'll be good just practicing. Training is something I threw in here really quick. Some of this stuff I'm going to breeze through really quick for a reason, right? And I'm going to get to a good source, so pay attention to this section. I'm going to breeze through some of the stuff quickly because it's all I use of that app. So I make, like, this app that I'm showing you right now is Wunderlist. It's so much more that I'm going to show you, right? They'll tell you like how you can attach comments or files here. It's not stuff that I use. So what you can do, you can go to a site like udemy.com and you can see what productivity hacks they have out there to begin with, right? Because I say you should become a student of productivity hacks. But you could also say, I want to learn more about this Wunderlist app that Robin Williams was talking about, right? And then you can go on that site and search for it, and you'll be golden. So I'm going to go there real quick. I'm going to go to udemy.com just so you can see what I'm talking about. The resources that you have available to you are, unlimited online, right? So if I just want to say Wunderlist, I'm curious to see if they have training on here. I never looked at Wunderlist before, but I'm going to look it up now just to see if they have something here. Look, Wunderlist. Exceptional task management made easy, and it's for $11.99 on here. You can purchase the training. I will tell you that some trainings are cheap, some trainings are free, and some trainings are more on the expensive side. Anywhere from $200 to $400, depending on what type of training. So consider this app when you're thinking about something that could really help you in your business, and you have no freaking idea how to use it. One of the things that I did for my career was look up SharePoint training. So if you're not familiar with SharePoint training, it's just a site that you can have in your organization so that you can manage content better, basically. But unfortunately, at the time, I didn't have the training. So what I did was I looked up SharePoint training, and this has helped me tremendously in my career, right? That it paid off 10 times, 20 times, maybe 100 times more, and it's still paying me off because it's something that we continue to use. So this is a resource, udemy.com. Going to go to the next one. The next thing, check this off, I'm going to get into is organization. So organization is very, very important. I will tell you that I am not the most organized person in the world, but I do know that there are some things that I have to stay organized in, or my life will just be a total disaster. One of the things is, like I mentioned before, is like my clothes. Where are my clothes in the morning? I cannot figure out where I threw something at the next day. It has to be in the drawer, or hanging up in a closet, or wherever you keep your clothes. Organization is key. Now, sometimes my desk can get messy, and I have to get on myself to clean it up, because if I feel like, hey, if it's messy to a certain extent, I can find a couple pieces of paperwork, I'm okay. But if it's to the point where I'm losing time to clean up this desk, I mean, not to clean up, but to look for something, then I'll have to straighten it out. And I know that most of my time is spent on my computer, which is why I can possibly get away with my desk, right? But because most of the time I'm spending on my computer and I'm looking at so many different types of sites, I have to keep extremely organized on my computer or I'll never get anything done. And what I mean by that is if you just go to like your bookmarks and make sure your bookmarks are organized to the point where if you know you're constantly going to your computer looking for different sites, different subjects, just all different types of stuff. In my job, we mess with so many different type of programs. I know that they have to be in a folder. That's what I mean by organization. And if you are a well organized person, congratulations, right? You know, I'm almost jealous of you, right? But if you're not, I encourage you to get organized on the things that you touch every day. That's like extremely important because you lose so much time trying to look for something. I was just looking at a productivity video before I started this, and they mentioned how people lose maybe a year and a half just looking for information. Like that's just ridiculous. Or looking for stuff, right? They lose over a year of their life just looking for stuff. So organization is important. I'll get into some a little bit of hands-on stuff here too shortly. Create a list. One of the things that I like to do in my uh, business and at work is to create a list. One of the things that it does is it kind of empties your mind. You don't have to spend time worrying. You don't have to spend time forgetting and then have to rush to try to catch up and drop what you're doing. You can create a list, prioritize it, but you definitely want to create a list. I love my Mac here at home. I don't really like writing things down here at home. Um, Sometimes I write things down at work only because it's a different type of environment. I get tasks upon task upon task upon task at work to the point where I can't just keep typing these tasks. I'll have to write some of them down, and some of the big tasks that I can't finish, I'll have to type up, you know. But long story short, you want to um, document it somewhere, regardless. Do something that fits you. So I'm using Wunderlist. You might like writing it down by hand on a piece of paper, or you might like using a whiteboard. Whatever fits you, you just want to put it down and kind of freeze the mind. So once you create your list, you want to prioritize it, figure out what needs to be done first, and go from there. And one of the things I use right here is Wunderlist. I really like it because I use it to create not just lists for, sometimes I create lists for these videos so that I won't miss something and have to backtrack and figure out what I missed. I'm not a real slides person. I don't want to take people through boring PowerPoint slides. So this is my dealio. I can use it for videos. I can use it for productivity in my business. For instance, if I have a daily method of operation of what I need to do in my business every day, I can create this list. I could also create it for things that I need to get done in the short term goals and things that I have to do. So it may be stuff that I need to do every day in my business to earn an income, and it may be stuff that I need to just get done in my business eventually, right? Or it will be nice to get done. And some of the things that I can't really task out, I can't task out training, right? I can't task out the training and stuff that I need in my business. I can't task out things that I want to catch up on and read and stuff like that. So I will add it to my list. So I have like a list right here that's, I call it Crush the Internet, right? So I have different trainings that I just want to get through, right? But I can't do it all at once. You need to focus on things to get things done faster. And that's one thing that I forgot to put in this list is that once you focus on stuff and you focus on one thing, you'll get things done a lot faster. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, you may have a trillion things, I'm over exaggerating, but a ton of things that you need to get done in your business. And if you try to start them all at once, you'll be doing a ton of things for forever, like forever. So you definitely want to make a list of things that you need to get done. So like one of the things that I am doing now is going through, I forget which one. I think I'm going through the momentum. No, I'm not going to go through that right now. But anyway, what I did was like my last training I completed You see I have 24 completed to-do things here. Some of these things are hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of training. So once I hit it, I might be on it for, a week or two. And some of the things might be, 25 minutes that I just can't afford that time during the week, that I could put on there and clean, and do. So what I like about this is that once you complete something, it goes in this completed to-do list, right? And so if I want to go back and see what's on there, I can just click on there and see, hey, look at all of the things that I have accomplished, and these are just like extra tasks, one-time tasks, things that I don't have to do anymore. I just had to jot it down during the week to make sure I get it done. Another thing I use this app for is the groceries. So for instance, here was a small grocery list that I created, and I plan on expanding it. However, I had a different grocery app that did the same thing, but it was only about groceries. So I said, I'm not going to stick with the grocery app. I'm just going to keep one Wunderlist app. I have like 100 apps on this phone, right? I didn't need any more apps. So what I can do is when I go shopping, because this app is syncable with the app on your phone, I can carry this list with me. So when I go shopping, if I still have edamame, mouthwash, and OxyClean on the list, it'll show up on my phone. All of this stuff, as long as it's connected to the internet, it'll sync automatically. Or I think you could also do file sync or something like that, account sync, right? And it'll sync your list together. It'll make it match. And so when I'm done shopping, if I have an entire grocery list, I can just go here and I can just put them, I can put them back on here. Like I could put all this stuff back on my list, right? And then when I'm ready to go, actually, I'm sorry, it can stay here, but when I'm ready to go shopping, I can look, I can say, oh yeah, I'm gonna need toilet paper. Okay, I don't need oatmeal, but I need brown rice. And I'm just literally creating my list again without having to type it over. So hopefully you see the value in that. You can save a lot of time. You can be creative. Maybe you could think of a way that you can use Wunderlist without, that's different than what I'm talking about here. So let me go and find my little list that I had. This is productivity hacks for entrepreneurs. Okay. Mac reminders was something I used to use. I don't really use it anymore, but just to give you an idea, on my Mac, it's reminders here. It's all different type of apps that may do the same thing. But here it was like I had a daily method of operation list. So as I was going through this list every day, I could literally say, okay, I did my blog, I syndicated my Facebook fan pages. Oh, I made 5 Facebook posts today, or whatever is on your list, right? Then I can say, okay, it's Saturday. This is what I need to do Saturday. I need to do some keyword research. I need to write my outline, and I need to shoot videos. And boom, I can say I got it done. And then when the week restarts, it's very similar to Wunderlist. If you haven't noticed, I can show the completed things, and I can just go ahead and put them back on my to-do list, and it'll fall back in the same order, which I really, really like. So whatever order it was in, it will fall back into that order, and then you can create different lists here as well. I kind of went away from using the reminders. I love the Wunderlist. And that was it for creating a list. The big part is do a list. How you do it is up to you. I just gave you 2 of my cool tools. Both Wunderlist and Mac definitely have a lot more features than I talked about here. Next, I'll be going over some iPhone stuff. I love iPhone. Drink lots of water is just another little tip that I give people, and they be like, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Drink lots of water. Makes you think better. My iPhone. I'm not going to shoot a video, but one of the things that you can do is AirDrop. I'm going to kind of start from the back here. So what AirDrop is, it allows you to share files with other people that's around you. So as long as they're on the phone or iPad, as far as I know, it's only Apple that can AirDrop to Apple, right? I don't know what Androids and all that other stuff have, but if I wanted to say, hey, I want to send a print, not a print screen, but a screenshot, right? I can, if you don't know, it's the side button. I have an iPhone 6, I think, side button and the home button here, right? Both of those oops, excuse me, I could push those at the same time. It'll do that. And then when I get the photo, I can share it, right? So let me see, done. Go to my photos and I can share it. So once I hit the share button, hopefully you know how to do the share. Hold on, let me see. There is an option to airdrop it. Normally it appears as a Wi-Fi signal right there where you see that RW. Sorry. I didn't practice this part, guys. I'm sorry. It looks like a Wi-Fi. And what I can do, I can say, hey, I just want to share this to my MacBook Pro real quick. And that's what you saw, the RW, short for Robin Williams. And I can just hit that button. And if you can see, my screen just popped up with a notification that I received the airdrop, went straight to my downloads. And you can do it to phones and stuff like that. So now I have that picture of my screenshot, which I am going to need shortly. um, Another thing you can do is you can group, and I can show you from my screenshot that I just shot off my phone. You can group your apps on your iPhone. So just to give you an idea, here is a screenshot that I just sent to my phone. You can group it however you want, be creative, copy me, whatever you want to do. But one of them I had was my daily activities. So this is stuff that I was going to look at every single day. Every day I'm looking at Facebook at least once, my couple email addresses. I'm probably going to be taking pictures or shooting videos with my phone. Alarm, I do different exercises where I just go and set my alarm. I don't really look at the calendar too often, but I have the calendar there. I have my YouTube because I market on YouTube. And then you can scroll over and probably see some more activities. So those are my daily activities. And if I say, hey, what about finances? I want to look at, finances and stuff like that for my business or personal finances. I have a finance app. So all of my finances, so I have banks, I have PayPal, stuff like that is right there. Or I might just want to go shopping, right? So I have my Amazon. I have like the very few places I use for shopping here. Comms is like, Skype. So you see what I'm saying? You want to group your stuff so that you can be more efficient when you go find your app. If not, you'll be fishing through your app or just using a search function every time instead of just going. So I use my most recent apps that I use, or my most common apps I use right here. You see I have some productivity apps over here with the little Wunderlist symbol there. I don't know if you see it. Upwork, Fiverr. Those are under productivity, but you get the point. I'm going to move to the next section. All right, dictation. I love dictation on my iPhone and my computer because it allows me to move faster. I do a lot of marketing on Facebook, or sometimes I might do a lot of masterminding on Facebook where I'm talking back and forth with someone and just typing is really, really slow. So what I can do for my I'm going to send a print screen now. Now I know I can airdrop right into my video. What I do is, let's see here, make sure I don't have anything personal in here. This is so funny. Okay, that's so funny. All right, so I'm gonna do a print screen of this if it allows me to. Yeah. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do it over again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to use the dictation right now. All that is talking your text. Hi, comma, this is Robin Williams, exclamation mark. Welcome to this video where I will teach you how to be more proficient as an entrepreneur using your MacBook Pro and your iPhone, period. Enjoy, exclamation mark. I'm so silly if you haven't noticed by now. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to print screen this, right? No, I don't want to print screen right there. I'm going to print screen this. Oops. And give you an idea of what just happened in case you don't know. You may already be familiar with this. I'm going to airdrop it to myself. This is absolutely one of my favorites. I wouldn't be able to live without it. So what I did was on my iPhone, if you haven't noticed, there is a microphone right here. So I screenshot it just like just like it came out, so you can see the accuracy. You go over when you set up your iPhone, it'll automatically take you through stuff to help you be prepared to utilize this later. However, if you see, let's see how well it did. It says, "Hi, this is Robin Williams. Welcome to this video where I will teach you how to be more proficient as," I forgot, and either I forgot to say it or it didn't hear it, "as entrepreneur using your MacBook Pro and your iPhone. Enjoy." So only mistake I see is the word "and" is not in there. And as you can see right here, they have the blue lines underneath it where you can click on it. So it can give you an option of what it thought you may have said if you didn't say that. So it may have said, it may have, let's see here. I'm just curious. It may have, if I click on the blue on the as, let's see, it's gonna work. As, nope, it's not working on here, but a lot of times when you click on the blue, it'll give you the options. So that helps me a lot. It saves you a lot of time versus typing or when you're on a run and you have your phone. Boom, boom, boom. I love that. All right, so I went over app grouping, dictation. I didn't go over auto read yet, screen record, and airdrop. So one of my next big thing for the iPhone is the ability to, no, let me go over this first. I'm going to go over the screen record first. And hopefully I'm going to pause this video and hopefully I have the right area and I'm going to start the video back up. All right, I'm back. Am I frozen? Let's see, make sure I can catch up with myself. All right, hopefully you could hear me. Hopefully you can see me because I can't see myself. But what I'm going to do is record my screen to go over the next part, the screen record and the auto read. There's a couple of things that you're going to have to do in order to make these functions available. For your iPhone, you need to open QuickTime Player, which is a video player. Once you open it, you should see your options up here for that QuickTime Player to come up. Then you want to click on, I think it's File, and then New Movie Recording. And so once you click on New Movie Recording, mine came to a phone automatically. But basically, let me see, let me cancel this. If it doesn't come for a phone for you, you have to do the drop down right here and it'll be your iPhone, whatever your iPhone is, you have to change it to that. The only time it doesn't come up for me is if it's not registering that it's plugged up to the computer, which is a good thing that I talked about that. You want to make sure that your cable, your charger cord that you would normally plug up your phone is actually plugged up to your Mac for this to work. So it won't work unless it's plugged up. But if it's not registering that it's connected, normally I just unplug it, plug it back up. And then when I click on this option, I should see the drop down. So a lot of times when you bring it up, it'll be, let's see, FaceTime. I don't want to do FaceTime camera. Well, let's just do FaceTime camera. I think this is why my video isn't working because it's utilizing my camera from here, which is cool. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and change it back to iPhone so you can see my iPhone. Boom. All right. So, depending on if I'm able to see myself in this video later, sometimes productivity gets you all jacked up. I may have to have the video up from QuickTime, just to give you the part of me in there. I'm gonna bring it over here. So right now you see my desktop. What you want to do is you want to go to your settings by swiping down from the very top of your thing. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm swiping on my phone with my finger, but I'm starting right above the screen of my phone. And then I'm just going to type in, oh, I'm sorry. Am I unlocked? I am unlocked. I'm sorry. I'm going to swipe from right here. So basically I just take my finger and I swipe anywhere from here, swipe down so that that settings can come up. I have the option right there, but you can type in settings if you don't see the option. See it comes up, go into your settings here. You want to go in here and you possibly want to play with your iPhone settings, or get some training on it, basically so that you can learn some really cool tricks in the iPhone settings, because there's a lot of stuff that we can do in here that most people don't know. So what you want to do to activate the, let's see, the phone screen here, I can actually do the same thing on my phone without using my MacBook, right? And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to save a video into my right into my camera. So what I can do is go to Control Center. This is a one-time thing that you have to do each time you get an iPhone right now, and you have to have, I think, iOS 11 or later or something like that. You see this customize control settings right there. You go in there and this tells you what you want to put on your what is it called? Your control center. So your control center, if you swipe up from the bottom of your phone, that's your control center. So basically in this setting, you're saying, hey, what do I want in my control center and what do I don't want? And in fact, while I'm here, I'm just going to take away my stopwatch because I don't need that in my control setting. It's kind of annoying. I think everything else I use my flashlight, timer, camera, alarm, and now the screen record. So when you go in there, it won't be there, right? It'll be at the bottom. So if you want to add different things to your control center, like things that you use often, it'll be here. So basically, if I was setting up the screen recording for the first time, I would just click this plus button for the screen recording. So let's see here. That's all I want to add, but as you can see, there's other stuff in here that you can add. And so once you add that to the control center, you should see the option to record right here, which mine is turned off. I'm not exactly sure why. It may have something to do with all the stuff I got going on, but you'll be able to see the record option here. You click on that and it'll record, right? So that's a cool productivity tip. I use it for my business. Like if somebody is like, hey, how do I get XYZ to work on this app? I can shoot them over a quick video instead of trying to explain to them and they come back with like, I don't know what you're talking about. Or you go back and say, well, I'm talking about this section, and they come back and like, I'm still not finding it, right? So you can use it for whatever type of productivity things that you need to use it. Or maybe you need to do a tutorial of your website or something like that. You can record a quick tutorial. That'll be pretty cool too. And the next place I'm going to go is show you how to activate your auto read. And what I mean by auto read, I'm not sure if it's going to work here, but if I go back to the notes section that I did earlier and I swipe down, let's see, can't hear anything. I'm thinking it's because I have it plugged up. I can't hear anything, but what it's doing is reading, and normally it works, but however, I think it's because I have it plugged up. If you saw the lines going down, oops, that's the wrong one. Oops. If you saw the lines going down the text, that is pretty much reading and stuff like that. So to set this up, what you have to do, I'm gonna go back to settings now, is go to your settings and you want to go to your It's a control center. I'll look this up so I wouldn't have to do this. You want to go to your settings, and I think it's general, and then accessibility. So accessibility right here. And then you want to go to speech, and you want to select your speak screen. So if it's not working, basically it'll be off, but you want to turn it on. And what that allows you to do again is swipe your fingers, your two fingers, and from the top of your screen on down, and it'll speak your text. Like, so your books, Kindle. So if I like go to my Kindle and I want to speak a book on there, I want the phone to speak a book aloud to me, then I can just go to my Kindle app. I'm not going to really go into that, but I can like kind of swipe down. Uh, Here you go. Let's see if it pops up. Nope, it went away real quick. It's not popping up on there. It's too much stuff running on this phone. But it popped up for me, and I get to listen to my books, which is pretty cool. And I think that's all I had to show you on this phone. But like I said, there's a lot of different things that you can do on your phone that will allow you to be more productive. One of the things that a lot of people don't know about, which I haven't really found that much value in, but I'll go ahead and give it to you. But if I just started typing, hey, and I'm messing up, right? And just say I'm messing up and it's so horrible, and I just want to start over, I can shake my phone and it asks me if I want to undo my typing. And I can just say undo or cancel. So if you shake it by accident, you don't want to undo it, you hit cancel. But if you do, you do undo, and it takes it away. That's pretty cool too. I think this is all I'm gonna do on my iPhone. Oh no, let me go to my top apps while I'm here. So my top apps is Messenger. I'm not gonna go to my Messenger right now because I have, I think I have some. Let me see. Let's just go real quick. Yeah, so I don't have anything too personal up here, but I love Messenger. If you want to connect with people online and stuff like that, this is one of my top apps that I have. Excuse me for a second. This is one of my top apps that I have in order to get things done quickly in my business when it comes to connecting with people and stuff like that. And I use the Dictation, of course. Another app is the Wunderlist. I think I already told you that it was an app on the phone. However, make sure I don't, let's see. However, if I just, I can go to productivity, Wunderlist is right there. As you can see, let's see if I have this productivity hacks for entrepreneurs. See if it's synced up. So I'm on the iPhone thing here. Let me cancel that. I'm on the iPhone ad grouping. So that's sitting right there. Uh, Show completed to-dos. You see all the stuff that I just went through in this video is on there. This is one of my favorite apps, and it syncs. And then there's blulines, which I really can't, let's see here. I can't show you because I can show you what it looks like, but I can't really show you how awesome it is because my stuff got erased. Long story short, I switched phones. Um, so I'll have to set it back up or see if I can get them to sync my account. So if it was synced, I'll have it all here. But the fact that is, for some reason, it's not pulling on my notes. So what I like to use this for is I'm an internet marketer. I do different affiliate, marketing and stuff like that. What I can do is I go in here and I can quickly copy my links and work from my phone. So if somebody say, hey, send me the link to such and such, I can go on my notes and I can, add a note. Let's just call it test note, right? Hit done, hit back. What I like about this is that this is a folder, right? That is a folder. Let me move this over just in case. This is a folder, and I could just add different notes. Another note, right? Hit done, go back. Now I have two test notes. If I want to add another folder, test folder, right? save. So I really love this part. They also have, like I said, some things in here that you can do, and you can sort the notes and stuff. I think it's a really cool app. It's called blulines, in case you haven't seen it. There it is right here. Uh, right here. So BLU and then lines. So no E on there. And then Trello. Let me see if I have that up on here. So Trello is right here. This is a really good app that I don't currently use, but it's because I like to be simple. I like simplicity on some things. So on the app of Dictation, I mean of Trello, let me see if it'll sign me in easily. No. Okay. I'll show you Trello from the computer. I think I'll be able to get in there more easily. Let's see. Password manager, use Safari. Let's see. Cannot find. Okay. I can't get in here from my phone, but this is another app I'll cover a little bit later, or right after this, because I don't think I have it on the list. So those are some of my top apps that I have. This is minus the basic apps that we normally use, like clock. I'm not going to go over the clock, right? So these are like productivity apps that I like to use. Another thing that you can use, let me go ahead and close this out. I don't know if it's going to save it or not. But let me quit this. Okay. You can save on that iPhone recording. I could have hit save. I don't know where that went. I think it went in my documents if it's saved, but I don't need it because I am doing a screen recording right now. Let me cancel. Don't ask me again. I think it came out like 5 times. And let me see if not sure if you can see me, but if not, you'll probably be listening to me for the remainder of this thing. Let's see here. I'm going to do quick player, time player, file. I'm going to pause you. All right, so if you cannot see me, I apologize. I'll just be sitting in the corner frozen. And I just had too many things running on my computer at the same time, utilizing the same device, the camera device. So I'll just be done with this. And let me go to Trello real quick so I can show you a little bit about what I was talking about. Let's go to Trello. This this is something that a lot of people use and they love it. And while I'm here, I'm going to knock out LastPass. LastPass is let's see how it goes. Okay. LastPass is a password saver. So if you ever got to the point where you had to keep remembering all of your passwords, LastPass is supposed to be an opportunity for you to put all your passwords into one system on, one or more devices. I think if you do a certain amount of devices, it might cost money, but on one device is free. Basically what's going to happen is whatever you get on, you approve those devices and it will bring up your password list. So let's see if I save my Trello and my LastPass. So let me go ahead and log in. If not, okay, so as you can see, my username came in already and so did my password. So what I'm going to do is just hit the login button. All right, so here you can see the actual different boards that I have. This is one of those tools that if you want more training, definitely go and look it up on a Udemy site because I'm not going to do it. I'll be here forever. Okay. So if I said, hey, I want a Monday, I have Monday tasks, right? I can just click on that board and I can actually go and do, I can have my tasks for the evening. And once I complete them, I can slide them over there. I can say, okay, I syndicated my blog. I did my outsourcing. I mean, I did my prospecting. I could say I wrote a blog, right? and you slide it over as completed. And what this do, or what this does is allow you to keep track of your different items. Now, this gets very advanced. You can go and click on and edit it. You can have you can copy, you can do attachments, you can assign them to people who aren't in the system right now. So basically, if someone is helping you, or you outsource something and you want to make sure they get things done, you can kind of communicate and manage the tasks in here. So when they're completed, they can slide it to completed. Or if you have additional notes and comments to that person, you could do that. And I think you could also do some tags. Well, I guess they call it labels. So you can create different labels there. So like if you want to paint somebody blue, you can make it that blue. And that's pretty much it. Is not it for this Trello system. Is actually all I'm going to cover. Again, this gets really crazy, so it's a really good tool if you want to check it out and implement it in your business. So that covers Trello. Evernote is another thing I'm definitely not going to get into that much right now, but if I go to let's see here, let's just say I go to google.com. I can save all of my files and things inside of Evernote, meaning when I go out to like a website and I want to save a document, I can save it in Evernote. If I want to take some pictures for later, for whatever reason, I can save it in Evernote. Evernote will house all your stuff and organize it and tag it. It's something that I want to use. And the last thing I have to research is I'm pretty sure it has it, but it's the backup for Evernote. So meaning, am I going to be able to download all my stuff and back it up? Because that's one thing that you kind of get scared of, losing this information and stuff like that, because ultimately I want to use it to decrease paper. So it could be almost anything that I have, except extremely important documents I would want to upload in the system. So basically you can add tags to this as well. Or I could say, hey, I want to go to my blog. Oops, I done clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry about that, guys. And I say, hey, I want to clip an article, right? You can clip it. You can clip it just by saving it, right? You could bookmark things and stuff like that. It could be pictures, documents. You can notes. It could be anything that you want, and you use Evernote. It's a little what is this called, extension I have up here that I'll show you how to get extensions, because that's a cool productivity hack as well. But basically what'll happen is it'll all be filed away for you. And it's a free service up to a certain amount of data. And then basically what happens, if you have a whole bunch of data, you'll be able to go out there and and get that information. Let's see here. So like I got LastPass here. Let's see if it fills it in. Continue. Say my password is not filled in automatically, but I can click on LastPass and see if it has my password stored. It says, okay, I have an account for Robin Williams _33, and then see if I can sign in. I think I should have one thing in here. It's giving me all these, hey, be more productive, take better notes type deal. So basically once you log in, organize life. What I want, organize life. Okay. Great for organizing your thoughts. Okay. So here's the web version, which I'm wondering where is my stuff? I think I had a note in here. Yeah, there it is. So I had a cool note in here about a place I wanted to go back to in Japan. So like literally anything, you could take notes, clip articles, make to-do lists, jot down ideas. It's like a little brain on a computer. So this is really cool. One of those things I just can't go through each and every one, each and every aspect of it. but definitely go get some more training on udemy.com on Evernote if you prefer to do that. So that is that. Chrome Chrome extensions. This is something that I actually didn't learn about until like later in my life, like later. And when I learned about it, I was like, oh, I was, I was surprised that I didn't know about these Chrome extensions. So let me just show you a couple Chrome extensions that I use. One being Evernote. You see the little elephant right here. Two being LastPass. So like if I wanted to add a password for my account or answer some questions, it'll definitely it'll allow me to do that here, and I can basically go and open my vaults, look at my username and passwords. I can select forms to fill out. So if it's like a payment field that I always have to, go on a site and pay something, I can put my credit card information in there and tell it to fill it all in for me without having my credit card here. It can be dangerous. You must be careful that you have a really good password. I don't use it for financial stuff as far as like accounts. I just don't have that trust level. I'm not saying that they are not capable of keeping that stuff on a close hold. I just say if anything ever happens, I will actually just want my financial stuff to be safe. So, but anything else like social media sites, email, stuff like that, I have them saved in here. And once you save them, it's easy as what I just showed you, logging in. But sometimes you just need to get in there. So I have the an extension right here. Grammarly is something that checks my grammar. So it's all different types of cool things. Pinterest, because I sometimes pin people's blog posts. I keep that there. So let me show you how to get to the extensions. It's really cool, like software, if you haven't heard of it. If I go there and I click on settings, this is not where I want to be at. Sorry, guys. If I go here, I'm on Chrome, and I click more tools and then extensions. Sorry. Here you'll see a list of things that I already have on my, I already downloaded. You don't see everything here. So I guess it's everything that you ever downloaded because some of the things I took off. So however, if you were looking for something, you could say get more extensions down here. And what's going to happen is you're going to be like in a shopping mall of extensions of cool stuff that you can do. So you can either search or look for something specifically. And while I'm in here, I'm going to cover a really cool, where is it? Maybe this is it. A really cool extension that I've used. At least I thought it was an extension. But again, like I said before I leave this part, just go out here and check things out, right? It's a lot of really cool stuff here. Even if let me see, where is recently updated categories, search the store. What if I just wanted to find more stuff on productivity for entrepreneurs, right? Productivity owl, I don't know what that means. Ride the owl, that's weird. Toggle button, productivity and time tracker. Puts timer into the web tool and allows quick real-time productivity tracking. That's pretty cool for those that are really intense into this stuff. So you could just search for what you want to look for. They got a to-do list. Well, to-do list, I don't know how you say that. But the extensions are really easy to get. Just be careful not to download anything that's kind of creepy, like the software or something that maybe illegitimate or something like that. So I think that's it for extensions. But I thought I had, what is this? Really weird. Oh, there it is. So I guess everything didn't fit here. So these are my other extensions. The next thing I'm going to show you is this little video speed controller. And you find that back here in the extensions. I already have it downloaded. So if I put video speed controller, This will help you get through videos that you need to get through a lot faster, as long as you can comprehend it as you're going. You know, you want to speed up the video. If it's something you got to slow down, then you slow it down. But something like this video that I'm shooting right now, you may be able to uh, just speed through it, right? So this is already added, video speed controller, just so you can see which app it is. And what this allows me to do is, let's just go to YouTube. Hopefully it's not too much for my computer. And in YouTube, let's just pick any video. We'll pause it. Let's see where we at. Okay. Here, hopefully you can see it. You can see it pop up when I go like this. It's a controller. So let me turn the volume down. Or actually, I can just mute it. You don't need to hear the volume. It can control it. So if I play this video, it's going to play at normal speed. But if I say, okay, I feel like I can listen to this video and this person, because it all depends on how they're talking, I feel like I can listen to them 2 times the speed or 2.2 times the speed. But you can go up as much as you want. I've had to listen to people on 3 plus, 3.5 times the speed. I was totally floored by how slow they were talking. The information was good, but it was really, really slow. So that video speeder will help you save a ton of time. And the only time I can't really use this if I'm doing step-by-step instructions, or if I'm on material that is completely new and I have to try to understand what it is that I'm even looking at. So that's a pretty cool tool to have. I'll go back to my Wunderlist to see where I'm at. Chrome extensions, check. Boom, LastPass, check. And I can't remember if it's last, L-A-S-T, or last, L-A-S-S, but it may be one of those for LastPass. Shortcuts. So your shortcuts are there for you to be able to just move faster on your computer. So let's go through. So hopefully you know copy and paste is Command C and Command V on your computer. But let's just say you don't know. Let's just do a new document. Type, hey there. And this is one of those things that I told you that I can't go through all the different commands, right? I don't know all of them for one, but I just learned the ones that help me move quicker. So basically you just go here, copy it, Command C, Command V. Now I'm showing you that I use a PC a lot, and that's only because the job uses PC. Those are the simple basic copy and paste methods. However, let's just say you want to use a print screen of this whole video right here. Not the whole video, but this whole page right here. The screen, I can do Command plus Shift. Let's hope I'm right. Plus 3. And then Command plus Shift plus 4. All right. So what you want to do that's for those who probably can't see it. But what you want to do is you want to go to whatever you want to screenshot, right? The whole screen wise. And if you do Command Shift and 3, I don't know if you heard that, but what it did was it put a screenshot on my desktop automatically. You don't have to tell it where to save it at. And it's, it's there for you to do. So that's the print screen, right? Another thing that I really like, it's very similar, is the Control Command 4 that I just gave you. So if I just want a certain thing, I'll hit Control Command 4 at the same time. And let's just say I just want this. You see that it's like a target symbol there. You can pretty much select whatever you want to do the print screen for. So literally I can just go here and say, I just want the text part of this, and that's it. That's all I want. And then as you can see, that's automatically saved to my desktop. So screenshot, boom. There we go, right? Pretty cool, nifty tool to have. Definitely want to put that in your vault, right? Let's see, new folders. If I'm in my if I'm at my computer and I want to build a new folder, right? Let's just say I'm at downloads or whatever. And instead of right clicking, and then Macs are so funny. Let's see. Right clicking, and I don't even know how to create a new folder from here because I don't even do it anymore. But instead of doing it the long way, what you could do is you click inside of the folder that you want to save, create a new folder, or wherever you want to create a new folder, you click there and you hit Control, Shift, and N, and that automatically creates a new folder. My quick folder, oops, quick folder. And I love it. I use this at work. However, the PC, I can't remember the shortcuts off the top of my head. However, it's very similar and it works. It's magnificent. I love that. Let's go to here. So we're going to copy paste. The search function is actually a shortcut that you can use for your Mac. And here at the top of on the right, there's a magnifying glass that I can click on, and then it brings up the spotlight search. And here you can actually look for anything that you may have. It could be files, it could be software, it could be searching the internet. It's like an all-inclusive search function. It searches your computer. So let's look up Academy to see what comes up. I think it's a little slow, or it's not finding anything. There we go, slow. So basically what you see here are the top hits. I don't know what this is here or where it's at, but then you have I have some receipts that came up from my email, events, purchase high traffic academy. I got movies that had academy in it. I got folders, I got images, I got books. So like say for instance, you don't know what the heck you saved when and where. What you can do is you'll be able to go here and search for it, right? So really cool shortcut to have feature. I think I had my MacBook for years before I actually used this feature. And I think I covered everything in there. Search functions, paste, print screen, new folder, and the command tab. Oh, no, the command tab is totally different. So, you know how sometimes you have a lot of apps up. So if I bring up Excel and then I bring up, QuickBook, I mean, not QuickBooks, but what is this called? QuickTimer again. You have so many windows and it's hard to find. Like I can swipe up right now with all my fingers and kind of get a view of what's out there. But just say, for instance, I'm used to using the command option. I can do it here. So right now I have my Chrome up on my keyboard. If I hit command and tab, you see how it's bringing up everything that you can tab to, like all the open stuff. And so what's going to happen if it's something you don't have open? Let's see, for instance, like what don't I have open? I don't have Zoom open. I think it just goes away. But if it's something that you do have open, like I just open Excel, it'll go to it. So it's a really cool shortcut to use and get used to. All right. Use your Mac tags. I love tags for what I use them for anyway. Again, you can use this how you want to use it. I do a lot of Facebook marketing and I want to make sure I post often. And one of the things that I did was buy a whole bunch of media content. And what that media content did was allow me to just go and pick from that folder without having to search through the folders and without having to keep track of what I actually use from that folder. So what I was doing at first is I was uploading photos to my Facebook, but I didn't know where I left off at when I came back to it because the list looked like this, right? Because you was like, okay, where did I start? I would have to write it all down. And so okay. And so I would have to tag all of those folders, meaning apply a tag is really simple. I can highlight this and then I can hit the tag button and I can pick a current tag or I can create a new one called example tag. Hit enter. This is actually tagged. Now, when I come back to my folder later, everything that I tagged as example, oh, excuse me. If I bring up the tags, actually, is this slow again? Downloads, all my files. I'm gonna do downloads. Let's see if I can look for the tags. Oh, I can't look for it there, huh? That's weird. Oh, I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. So my tags over here on the left. And then basically I just created the example tag. If I click on that, that should be the only thing that show up is that quick folder. So that's pretty cool. If I want to remove the tag, I right click on it, I go to tags and I just delete it. And that means that everything is gone because that's the only thing that was marked example tag. Just to give you an example, I'm trying to find my for Facebook. So for Facebook tag is the one I was telling you where I have an entire array of pictures where I can just pick from. And since it's about 1,000 pictures here, I'm not going to remember what I posted 3 months ago, right? So I might just pick a picture, post it on my Facebook, write a little blurb about it, and then I remove the tag. It doesn't delete the files. It's just saying that it's no longer tagged for Facebook. So I don't have to worry about keeping track of when I've used all of the pictures. I know when all the pictures here are gone, I've used them all, right? So pretty dope. You definitely work on using those tags if you haven't for stuff like this. File, folder, open all documents at once. So open all items at once. So if you go to your Chrome and you go to your favorites, right? So you go to your bookmark, say you have uh, a training folder. No, I don't want to kill my internet. Let's go to something else. Let's go to cool tools. Let's just do this one just to save my internet's life. What you can do is write, oh, I'm sorry, do a new window. Hopefully I remember this. Oops, cancel. Please don't tell me it has to be new. Just a second. I don't forgot which folder. All right, let's try this one. Let's see here. This is whack. I remember, and I'm gonna play it through that way you know in case you're going through it and you're like, why isn't that working? So I'm gonna open a new window. I think I had to be a new window. Yeah, I don't know why it has to be a new window. I feel like they changed it up on me somewhere along the way because it took me a while to find it a while ago, and this was the secret sauce. Like, so after I create a new window, what I can do is I can go to my like cool tools folder or whatever folder I wish. If I create like a daily activities folder, when I right click on it, you can see you can open all two, you can open it all in a new window, and you can open it in an incognito window. And I thought you could open, let's see, open all two. I think that might open in tabs. Yeah, it opened that up in the tabs. So that's a cool productivity photo, right? So I had a couple things added there. Um, Definitely use those folders. File folder, open all items at once, snapping tool for Mac and app. Okay, so Mac, I just found out Mac had this. This is why I'm like, go do your research, go watch videos, all this stuff. So if I have Windows, Chrome, and something else up, and I want to do a split screen, meaning a screen on the left, screen on the right, I couldn't do it, right? I had to download app software. But there is a way to do it in Mac, and all it is simply hovering over this green button right here and clicking it and holding it. And kind of, you can see it turns blue, and it's kind of asking you, what side do you want to add it on, right? And you just throw it over there and it adds that, right? And then maybe you get another screen. Wait, is this the same screen? Oh, it's a different, no, it's the same one, sorry. Let's snap that over there. And then your next one, let's just say I wanted this document here on the other screen. Pretty clean, I like it. I love it actually. I might actually start using it because I feel like it does a little bit better than the app I'm going to show you, mainly because it uses more space. So I think you just click here, double click to just turn it back to normal. Pretty cool. Now the app is even cooler because I think this is the only, it does side to side. The app is pretty cool too because it allows me to take that window and do it on the bottom, and then I can take this one and do it at the top and kind of sort it there, or I could just do my shortcut left to the left or to the right. And what this is a snapping tool, and you could probably just Google it. Excuse me, BetterSnapTool, so that you could have that as a BetterSnapTool. And what you could do is download it. I'm pretty sure this was free, right? And it allows you to create your specific shortcuts, you know, and place these windows in different spots, right? It's really, really, really cool. Mac Dictation, just like I showed you on the phone. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work here, and I don't want my mic to go away, okay? But I think it is. Let me see. Let's see here. I'm going to try it. Hopefully I don't get pissed off at myself. I think it is Command and Function key. No, I think it's the Function key twice or 3 times. There we go. And then once to stop it. So if I do the Function key on my keyboard 3 times, hey, comma, this is Robin from the real RobinWilliams.com. And then I hit this, I talk too soon. It'll stop it. But that's a function that you can do from your computer, and you don't have to worry about being on your phone and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. AText Tool. This is an amazing typing tool. If you have repetitive typing, things that you don't want to remember, things that you don't want to have to retype every time somebody asks you over email. So if you have a certain request that keeps coming to you over and over and over again, and you're just like, you know, you're just sitting at your computer just replying to folks, and you're not, and the information is always the same, what you can do is create a shortcut in a tool called AText. Now let me try to Google this for you. Pay attention, because once I show you what it does, if you have a Mac, because this only works for Mac, if you have a Mac and you watch this, you're going to want it, and you're into productivity, you're going to want it. So pay attention to how to get it. So if I go AText Tool, hit enter. It's a little tricky because I think there's an AText. Oh no, it's ranking number 1 now, and I'm actually ranking for. I didn't realize that I was ranking for, you know, the AText tool, which is pretty cool. It's part of internet marketing, man. I love it. Let me see. High private results. Okay, maybe I'm not ranking. Okay, so It's a way you can tell to make sure that Google isn't showing you your own results. But oh yeah, I am ranking number one here. So I am ranking, and my results I think are hidden. So kind of wonder how many views I have on this bad boy. Just gonna open that up. But AText Tool, once you look at that, it'll be trankynom.com. But just Google it. I just wanted you to see what it looked like what the website address looked like, because it's really kind of funky, weird. But I think this app at the time of me getting it was about $5. I think it's still $5. Oh, 53 views. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. AText Typing Accelerator, $5, right? Cool. I guess I got a trial. Man, this thing, just go ahead and get it unless you're worried about whether it's going to be compatible or not. And I'm going to show you what it does real quick. So say, for instance, I have a document, right? And one of the things I do is my YouTube. Let me go like this. Let's see, what can I use here? Let's go look at it. Oh, my website. So if I want my websites or my emails or whatever, I don't want to type it. My shortcut for one of my primary emails is E1 comma space, right? And it types it out for me. Love it. Okay. The same thing for my website. www1 means my primary website. www MLSP, I think. MLSP is another one of my sites, different, right? So you create your own shortcuts and you're able to just type it out. I can see, let me see if I have a longer one. But it's really easy. This is the AText tool right here. I literally kid you not, when I pulled it up, I didn't use any of this crap really, except for new group and new, and maybe delete if I messed up. So literally, I don't mess with nothing else. You can add stuff without making folders or whatever. But let's try let's try something longer. Let's see. Huh. Ooh. That's my IG marketing that I used to do. You can try it on really, really long text. So that isn't an issue. So let's just try #1. #1 is a shortcut for hashtags that I was going after when I was on Instagram marketing. And it typed it out. But it could literally be 5 pages long and it'll type it out for you. Maybe a set of instructions that you have to send to people very often. You can send that to AText and it'll type it out for you. So this is very, very dope tool that I so love. And let's see what I got left. And I forgot to put this in the front to remove distractions. So I probably got distracted on that one. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you can't tell, my voice is getting out of control. And I appreciate you watching this video again. If you want more, if you want marketing training, period, because this was like a productivity thing. If you want ways that you can get your business out on the internet using proven strategies, as you saw, and it wasn't on purpose, that I was ranking for a simple keyword on Google that I wasn't even aware I was ranking for. But it's things like that I do on the internet that helps me improve my marketing, and it helps me get more leads and sales in my business. And we have like a mastermind group where a whole bunch of like-minded individuals actually get together, and we go over business things like what are our struggles in internet marketing, network marketing. What is it that we need help with Do we need help building a landing page? Do we need help marketing on YouTube? Do we need help marketing on Facebook? So definitely go ahead and check that out using the link at the description or the top of the description of this video. I appreciate you watching. This is Robin Williams from therealrobinwilliams.com. Make sure you subscribe.